Welcome back to the East Coast Outdoorsman. I'm Chris Ben, and this week, making up one of my favorite ways to eat deer steaks. Deer steaks are something that I've eaten my whole life as a hunter growing up, and I kind of, with moving and the last few years, things have changed a little bit, so I haven't got to enjoy it. And one of my personal old school favorite recipes for venison steaks, these are nice little guys. These came from my mother-in-law, if I remember correctly. And it's been years since I've had venison because one, I don't have any friends, and two, I haven't been able to hunt because of the accident. So there you have that. This is a super simple recipe. Not a lot goes into it, but it's one of my favorite ways of eating it. Once you get them out, let them warm up to room temperature. Dab off a little bit on both sides just to get some of the excess. If you haven't noticed, I'm a fan of dabbing off things like this. I don't know. Anyway, get them a little dried off. And like I said, it is a super simple recipe, but it's one that I love. Most outdoorsmen probably will say, or hunters, they run probably something very similar. Little Worcestershire is what's going to be your base, I guess is what you would call it. And now for the good stuff, we're going to run a little garlic powder, garlic salt. Now this is where you can either run crushed red pepper flakes or ground cayenne pepper. I like to sprinkle cayenne pepper, but I use these sometimes too. So there isn't an exact measurement. I always start with my garlic salt first, and you want to coat it good. I mean, you don't want to necessarily bury the flavor of the venison because it's a little gamey, it has a little bit different flavor. But at the same time, you don't want to under-season these because there really isn't much going on when it comes to this cut of meat. There's not a lot of fat. It can be a little boring because it doesn't have a lot of fat to render down and add flavor. So we're doing that. We're adding the pop. We're adding the flavor to it. And like I said, this is what I used to do with, we'd kill a deer, and by the time you got it back to camp, you're cutting out tenderloins or making some steak cuts. This is just what we did. And this was what my go-to was. Like I said, you're just giving it a little bit. You're not getting carried away. You want a little bit of heat, a little bit of pop. Now I'm just gonna let these sit for maybe 5 minutes. The grill is on. My wife made me a lovely dippy egg, which goes freaking amazing with it. We're gonna cut up a jalapeno because for me, I absolutely love a little spice with my red meat. I've been doing that for a pretty long time, actually. Something about the combo just works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up a little bit of jalapeno. I like to leave them nice small piece bites. I'll cut them in half normally, depending on the heat. Now I'm not gonna eat this whole jalapeno, but I'm gonna cut it up while I'm here. It's another one of the vegetables that we go through pretty quick in this house is jalapeno. And that is literally it. Let's see. Everything's prepped. I'm gonna go scrape the grill, and then we'll talk about how to cook them. You can turn it off now. All right, we filming?
Yep.
Alrighty. All right, so we're out at the grill now. We're gonna run the gas grill, not the Traeger today. Run it on high, get it as hot as you can. It's a little dirty, but you know, I'm not getting carried away. I'm starving. Ask my wife, I'm getting hangry.
Good flavor anyway. They smell good.
About 2 to 3 minutes each side. So when it comes to venison, there is no fat to be rendered down. You have to remember that. This can dry out so quick. You cannot overcook venison or you will have a terrible, terrible bite. You want to cook this, I'm going to say medium's about as cooked as you want it, or it's going to get super dry and be like chewing on leather, and nobody wants that. So like I said, we're going to do 2 to 3 minutes each side, pull them, slice them, we'll get them plated up, and I'll show you how I eat them. I'm guessing that that's about 2 minutes. Yeah, that was a little weak of 2 minutes, but that'll be all right. I'll just sit here and count. Alrighty. Bad boys are done. About 3 minutes each side. Should give me right around medium rare. Let's get them inside, plate them up, give you a little taste. Alright, now that we got the steaks cooked, I like to let them sit just for a few minutes, kind of cool down. Give them a nice cut. Whoa, let me get a fork on it. Try to keep it right around medium rare, like I said. I mean, it's falling apart. That's usually a decent sign. I mean, about all you can ask for color-wise. I like to cut it nice and thin. I'm having a hell of a time today. So I give it a good cut, give it a little extra love. Throw my egg on there. Grab a few jalapenos. Like I said, I like to put jalapenos with red meat all the time, actually. And yeah, it's not the most beautiful meal, but full of protein. I mean, I ain't saying it's healthy, but it's pretty healthy. You got one of the best meats on the planet, low fat content, high protein, got some vegetables. That's my kind of dream like lunch right there. I can't complain with that. But I want to go over one more time everything that we had in this one. So Worcestershire, a good coating of garlic salt, good coating of garlic pepper powder, and then a little sprinkle of cayenne pepper. I just like that little heat. I think it bumps it up. All these flavors go so good together with the egg, kind of like steak and eggs. I mean, who doesn't love steak and eggs? So there you have it. That's the meal. This is one of my favorite ways to cook venison steaks. I appreciate you all for watching. If you have any recipes that you would like me to try out or think I should try out, don't be afraid to leave a comment about it down below. Message me, whatever. I appreciate you all for watching. And yeah, give me a like and a subscribe and a share and all that good stuff, and I appreciate it. It's so good. If you get bored, you can watch one of these other videos. That'd be cool. You know, you just like put it on a loop and keep playing it if you want. That would be awesome. That would help a lot. You get this little bit of a spicy bite. I love it. Get a little bit of that jalapeno on there. Good stuff. Appreciate y'all.